It's 1451, and for the purpose and intent of crime prevention, I suppose, and the issue that has to be treated with the exacerbation or retaliation occurring with regard to the anti-corruption endeavour, the humanitarianism that I've described and outlined and explained in my Twitter feed and my YouTube documentary, Sad Sign of the Times. This is for the interest of those that are taking a salary from the state and enjoying the reform and recovery from my portfolio. There is a hierarchy of needs that has to be tended to. There are duties and obligations to my name. There are individuals that are living off stolen wealth and that are using legislation that I am responsible for. So unfortunately, as long as I'm being offended, that offends the legislation that I'm responsible for. And there are still a hierarchy of needs of mine to be fulfilled: medical, housing, education, family, all these simple things that are the basic prerequisites to a successful, evolved society. So those that are living off legislation and land from me, please be aware of my opinion regarding intellectual theft and creative fraud, and the issue of people using my credentials with 3 state departments and claiming to have reformed the country since doing wrong against my innocent child in 2017. Those that aren't fulfilling their obligations to my name or my royal titles, I have concerns for you offending the law and your positions that you're receiving a salary for. So please be careful not to compromise yourselves in more corruption. Those that are walking on my land without my permission are committing a punishable crime. And those up in a seat in Dáil might be careful to offend the throne of the royal families I represent and that I am of. So those that have a short-term seat up in the Dáil might be careful to respect the constitution as well as my good name, character and reputation. My details are online. There are huge matters to be addressed, and those insulting and injuring the situation are insulting and injuring all the recovery that I'm responsible for initiating. So I hope everyone understands creative property, intellectual property, and the issue of it being offended by individuals that have such a debt owing to it. So practicality and reasoning and logic will hopefully help those that are suffering from mental illness to overcome their delusions and their distortions and their disrespect with defamation of my good name, character and reputation. So those that have a job to do, that are taking a salary, they might start doing it properly and serve the country